Okay, welcome back. We're here with Career Mojo. I'm Sam Brown. I have Mr. Brian Sykes on the line, and we're continuing to talk about this graphic and describing the mojo, really the trifecta of your talent, engagement, skills, and knowledge, and how those interplay in your life, because your career and your life are not separate entities. They're the exact same thing. And in this video, we're going to talk about value, which is really the overarching aspect to what these areas of your being bring to the table. This is a really deep area, and Brian, I know you have a lot to say about this aspect.
Absolutely. It's probably one of my favorite because a lot of people don't realize that there is an actual philosophy and science, if you will, axiology, which is applied value science. And what it says is there's an objective way that we can look at things that actually creates value for us in the moment. And I bring this up and here because we're talking about creating mojo. So creating this personal success magnetism where you just create this ongoing kind of fluidness and flow for yourself in each moment. But what tends to happen is people don't know how to create value for themselves and from moment to moment. Now, people can tell you what their values are, and they'll give them to you in a hierarchical order. But think about a workaholic who says there's nothing more important than family. It says that's the top priority on his list. But the person is a workaholic. So there are other driving forces, if you will, that becomes how you create value, and it's not always your values. And that's why we say value is what you do each moment that matters most. So there's a certain quality of awareness, there's a certain quality of how you're showing up, there's a certain quality of paying attention to the environment and the experience itself that truly create value. That's where you're going to find mojo, that's where you'll find meaning and purpose. The cornerstone of it really is about awareness.
Mm.
Because whenever you feel first in your body the experience before you actually think about it. So once again, corporations call this soft skills, and so you don't heavily invest in this kind of thing over hard skills. And the best way I can give a simple analogy of that is if I've mastered the so-called hard skills where I have computer software background and that's my skill set. However, I haven't mastered the soft skills of interpersonal skills. I don't know how to get along with people. I'm a loner.
Mm.
And so because I go to the office and no one's talking to me and I don't know how to interact and I bring a gun to the office and shoot everyone in there, I don't consider that to be a soft event. And we're seeing more and more of these. The only reason I mention that is that's a product of the mind. That's
Yeah.
a product of the condition of the heart and of the mind. That's a missed opportunity to create a moment of value. And when humans devalue other humans, when an organization devalues humans, then they become commodities. So we have to understand, how do you create this for yourself in each moment? And the real key is all about awareness, about showing up and creating these experiences instead of waiting for them to kind of show up magically. That's why I call it the driving force of success.
Yeah, that's a really powerful point, and the awareness is such a critical key to bringing out your mojo because a lot of people spend a lot of time on cruise control. I know I've spent a lot of time on that in various jobs that I've had, but once you raise your awareness to a level where you're able to really steer your vessel in the direction that you want to go, that's when the mojo really begins to hit. And creating value not only creates value for yourself, but every entity that you work through. So it's absolutely critical to bringing your career mojo.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's why in the next hangout we talk about the habits of the mind. Because if you're on automatic pilot,
Hmm.
you're being ruled by habits instead of you ruling your habits.
Yeah, and there's a big difference in the way you show up with those two experiences. Brian, this is
Absolutely.
really good stuff, man. We'll continue in the next video.
All right, thank you.